Hello, guys. Good day. Welcome to Global Agro Connect podcast with Aka Joshua Salvation. And today I'm bringing to you an awesome episode. So, if you are in the piggery aspect of agriculture, please listen attentively. If you are intending to get into the piggery aspect, this is for you. And if you know a person that is a pig farmer, it is very important that you share this information. And if you know that you have a question after the podcast that you want to ask regarding the topic, or you actually want us to discuss on something else that relating to agriculture or business, you can as well have your comments in the comment section below. Now we're going to be talking about feed rationing for pregnant sow. Feed rationing for your pregnant sow. Now before I get in, I delve into the topic. I'm actually going to be narrating a story that happened, or something that happened in our school piggery farm a few weeks back. Now, a few weeks back, we had this pregnant sow she's very large and from the breed Landrace. Okay, she's very big. Now, last year we had pigs that were let's say smaller in size, but they breeded very well. Like seriously, they were having 15, 16, 17, 18 liters and 18 piglets, and I was like, wow. And they could actually cater for 18 you can have them cater for 12, for 15 you can have them cater for probably 11, 12 or 10, and we were having increased number. But since they were sold off and a new set has been brought in due to the body size, we realized that this new set, some of them are actually having problem with either getting pregnant or delivering successfully. Now, we've had actually 2 deliveries already and they have been successful, but the third one was actually very, very tedious and it wasn't successful. Okay, we lost 16 liters. Now, this Landrace breed, okay, that we have actually farrowed 9 days before the time of delivery, and she actually had 3 of the 16 that were not fully formed, and the remaining 13 were fully formed. They were ready, but it was still remaining 9 days. And nonetheless, even if it's remaining 9 days, there should be actually from the care we gave to them, keeping them a bit warm and feeding them, they should have actually had probably 2 or 3 that remained, but they all died. I am due to the fact that probably there was actually excess protein. Now we were feeding the same feed ration, or we're giving the same feed ration that we give to all the pigs while it was gestating. During the gestation period, we fed it the same, and it was actually feeding and it was fattening up, and we were like, oh, this pig is doing fine, and all of a sudden she farrowed in time and we actually lost all of them. And it was really, really painful because calculating the cost of feed pig purchase these days, you can actually know how much you must have lost from that 16 that died actually. So that brought me to the topic, and I tried to make some findings, and I realized that feed rationing for your pregnant sow is really, really important and should be of paramount importance to you if you're a pig farmer, or you know of a person who is a pig farmer, or you are intending to get into the piggery aspect of agriculture. So this podcast is going to be short, concise, and straight to the point. I'm actually be talking a bit from my handout today because I actually put down some points that I would like to note. So it's going to be concise, like I said, straight to the point and short. Okay. Now, consumption per sow varies from 4 to 20 pounds per day, depending on the stage. Now, if your sow is lactating, if it's gestating, if it's a young sow, the quantity of feed giving varies. Okay, it varies from 4 to 20 pounds per day, depending on the stage. Now, the quantity of feed and major ingredients used must be based on the stage of production, that is, during gestation and lactation. Mind you, when your pig or your sow is gestating, the quantity and the constituent of the feed you put in for it to consume must be different from when it is lactating. So we're going to talk about that shortly. According to personal findings, I actually discovered that large body sized sows actually contain more fat, and they should not consume excess protein or the same ration of protein that others consume during gestation. In fact, also all female pigs should not consume the same quantity of protein you give to them during their normal period and gestation period, okay, to prevent fat accumulation. Note, fat accumulation can induce labor, premature birth, and can as well choke the piglets, because the fat accumulates problem on the thigh, on the pelvic, and when it actually accumulates, it can actually induce labor and can as well choke or tighten the piglet. Okay, now let's continue. Now the sow should be fed to maintain itself, not to fatten up during gestation. That's why I said less protein. Now you'll be saying, okay, if we reduce the protein, how can we meet up the ration? Yes, when you reduce the protein, substitute it with fiber. Okay, during gestation, the sow should be fed more on fiber feed content to maintain their body size and to maintain their body weight, whichever one. And the fiber may be decreased, and energy source, which is the protein, can be increased during their final 4 weeks of gestation to account for the growth. Now, during the first 1-2 weeks of gestation, you can actually feed them the normal feed ration, okay, with the protein content, because during that time they need development. Now after that second week, from the third week, reduce protein. Like I would say you should actually reduce protein to a very reasonable level. Reduce protein, then substitute with fiber. Now when you substitute with fiber, the third, fourth week, fifth week, now after 1 month, okay, the final level should actually be, you can actually now increase it to a bit, but don't give them the adequate ration of protein until after birth, okay, after farrowing. Now you can actually increase it, you can actually increase the protein content during the final days or the final week of the gestation, or final 2 weeks of the gestation period, to account for the growth. Not 4 weeks, sorry, final 2 weeks. Because if you actually say increase during 4 weeks, you can actually still encounter same problem. But if you increase during 2 weeks, even if they don't fatten up so much, they'll actually give you what you want. The only thing is, during lactation, you actually increase. We are still going to talk about that. Now, while reading online yesterday, I discovered that research has been made on this already. And the researchers at North Carolina State University say that to meet the energy requirement of a sow at mating, okay, 3.9 pounds of feed is needed, whereas 5.3 pounds is required for a sow at the end of gestation. Okay, now during mating, 3.5 pounds is needed. Okay, that means during the at the final part of gestation or the end of gestation, their feed must be increased drastically. That's to 5.3 pounds, probably to increase energy level and also to actually give them the strength to farrow during their labor period. Now, in lactating pigs, that's the next part. During lactation, the pig diet should have greater amino acid, that's protein, than the gestation diet. Lactation diet, note, lactation diet will actually have more amino acid than gestation diet. Now, this is because amino acid or protein can actually help in production of milk. Okay, it can help in production of milk, and you know, obviously, after farrowing, the sow has to breastfeed the piglets, and you know, pigs actually give birth to more piglets. They farrow more. Okay, they have more liters. Now, if you actually have your sow that has more liters, obviously, you need more milk for production, or more milk production to feed the pig or to feed the piglets adequately. So you increase the protein ration or the protein content of the feed to increase milk production. For your sow not to sacrifice its body condition and weight, you must actually give it diet that is rich in protein and rich in amino acid. Okay, protein, amino acid, obviously same thing. So you should actually give them content or feed content that is actually rich in protein and amino acid to actually help them produce more milk for the production or for the breeding or breastfeeding of your piglets. Okay, that's just a little I want to share. It's very short, but I hope you get my message. I said it was going to be concise and straight to the point. Just a few messages I tried to pass across today, and I hope you got it right. Enjoy the rest of your day, and what else? Same time next week, we are going to be bringing to you something more interesting, something captivating that you would actually would love to listen to. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel Global Agro Connect, follow us on Facebook at Global Agro Connect and on Instagram at GAC.2020. Enjoy the rest of your day and week, and goodbye from me.